guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, whichever is for you today. Welcome back to the ultimate Dreamcatcher ranking, where I go from beginning to most recent in their official discography, song by song, and I give my thoughts and I put into a list of most favourite to least favourite, which you can find up there. Let me scroll down the list, pause at any point where you want to see where anything is. Of course, it's going to take a bit of time to get down this list because this is one of the longest ranking series to date. And as far as this episode, it's been an episode that I've been equally really excited for and absolutely terrified. Because if you saw my initial reaction to the song that we're about to check out today, I'm not a recency bias guy at all, not at all. But this song, not this song yet, because I'll get to that in a second, Justice made me cry. And it's made me cry multiple times listening to it since. And is it a really emotional song? Like a really sad song, a really melancholic song? No. It's just... it's Justice. And I said, during that reaction, I believe, I haven't watched the reaction back, but I'm pretty sure I said, it's instantly, that day that I checked it out on the comeback, one of my favourite songs from Dreamcatcher. And I said that on a first listen, like a minute after I checked it out for the first time. Now you may understand why in my head this has been very much built up. And I've been very much, like I said, really excited, / insanely terrified for this one. But before we get there, we need to check out, I believe, Dreamcatcher's longest intro to date, 7, which is on, hang on, this album. Just preparing myself, guys. And yeah, I'll play it first, and then, I mean, if you saw the album part, you probably know my thoughts on this, but let's check out 7. I've never been nervous for a Dreamcatcher ranking episode. I am today. Love the build on this. Instruments entering every few seconds, and then like synth in the back. piano, the chord, that build. It's like something Hans Zimmer would do, and I mean that as a gigantic compliment. This bit and a lot of this song reminds me so much of a Final Fantasy score. Final Fantasy music for if there's any Final Fantasy fans, watch it at the piano. So much. Like when I first heard it, I thought that. And I love Final Fantasy and its music. Without question, guys, that's the best. I think I said it on the day as well, when it comes to the album party, and it's kind of unfair. You can see my album party then in the right middle. It's almost unfair. This is without a doubt the best instrumental that I think has ever been on a Dreamcatcher release ever. And there's been some great hype intros and intros in general. I think by the way, there's no instrumental that the producers have done for their Dreamcatcher release I think has ever been anything less than good. They've all been great. This is the best. This is the best. Now, the reason I say it's a bit of a cheat is because this is obviously by quite some way, I believe, the longest. And I've always said, guys, that even though it doesn't, instrumentals is a little bit different, but for music in general, I prefer longer stuff to shorter stuff. Different with instrumentals because I'm never gonna never gonna make that a con for instrumentals or intros or outros because that's not their purpose to be a full song or a full piece of music. But I'm sure you guys have done this. I was thinking about doing it today, but I wanted to talk about how great this piece of music is. Listen to this and maybe make a tiny playlist and put, of course, if you listen to the album, you don't need to if you listen to the album audio-wise, but if you're on YouTube watching, put this in the playlist, put the Justice, you could say MV, but the MV has a bit of an intro that doesn't go into the music straight away. But I would say put this into a playlist with the official audio for Justice so that this plays and then goes straight into Justice. Oh, the experience. I've done it so many times and it's just insanely awesome because the build of this intro is so brilliantly done. Again, there's Hans Zimmer elements and stuff in this, and I'm a humongous fan of Hans Zimmer. I've seen Hans Zimmer two times live with his orchestra, and I'm a huge fan. He's my favourite film composer, with John Williams, very close. And yeah, the build and everything like that, it gives me like Time by Hans Zimmer as far as the build goes. But to have the rock elements in there, obviously, the bass solo, I love the fact that this has a bass solo. There's some really subtle synth in the back and the guitar, everything, the drums. This is easily, and that says a lot because I think that Dreamcatcher's intros and outros, etc., have been brilliant. This is easily the best, and I really hope that they continue to make longer ones because, not that there was anything wrong, by the way, with those other instrumentals, but this is, it's again, it's almost unfair. This is a different league in my opinion. By the way, people are curious if I'm doing it, because I mentioned about potentially doing down the line a Dreamcatcher intro ranking, like just like a one-off video, which would be actually a lot of fun. Just to give you, like, sorry for the spoiler, this is number one. This is number one. Speaking of number ones, potentially. It's time. When did this come out? 3 months ago. I'll tell you a stat, guys. After we've checked it out. By the way, I'm going to be checking it out, then ranking it, and then I'll be checking out a dance video. Which I don't think I've seen that dance video, actually. I've seen the It's Live, which is obviously incredible. Oh, man. I've literally been waiting for this day and also dreading it. want it to be louder. Can't be.
나를 데려가 아름다웠던 시작점에 서툰 증오와 뒤틀림 속에 survive, survive. Oh, guiding me up. 모든 빛이 잠들지 못하게 큰 숨을 몰아쉬고 find a fight, find a fight with us. Clean me up. 얼룩이날 삼키지 못하게 간절한 외침으로 fight for justice. Rise up. We build a barrier, fight me. Yes, I'm a warrior, fight me. Justice makes me
Every time.
긴장해요 tension 끌어올려 rising emotion 멈추지 않아 날 지킬 sunray show me what I'm looking for 고통에 몸부림치지만 그럼에도 나를 밀어 느껴져 my vital rhythm 용기를 가득 머금고 내 갈 길을 활짝 열어 my heart is beating like a eagle We build the barrier fight me yes I'm a warrior fight me justice makes me
Well. Why do we need that shot, by the way? Yuyeon in the glasses, we all wonder. And in my opinion, one of the greatest final sections in a K-pop song ever.
빛을 잃은 너의 두 눈동자여 지난 모든 기억들을 지워줘 짙어진 안개 사이로 멀리 떠나온 길 시린 흔적만을 남긴 채 기억 끝을 잡아봐도 끝내 오래 더 오래 깊은 침묵에 잠들어 Oh now holding this pain 빠지시길 잠시 스쳐가는 착각이길 젖은 눈물로도 뒤늦은 후회로도 돌아갈 수 있다면 yeah. So now I'm holding this pain 모든 걸 버린 그대처럼 난 선명해져 끝없이 눈앞에 Deja vu Oh Deja vu Oh Deja vu Oh Deja vu So I'm falling now 날 네 숨결이 허락되는 날까지 다시 너를 놓을 수 없어 우리 모든 순간 함께 할 테니 내 곁에서 믿어왔던 모든 진실이 거짓들로 나를 뒤덮었으니 어둠 속 한 줄기 빛처럼 손잡아줘 너를 따라가 Deja vu Deja vu Deja vu I'm safe now 너만을 위해 내 전부를 걸고서 아픈 상처가 깊어져도 모든 순간들이 꿈인 것처럼 네 곁에서 멀어지지 않아 And now I'm in my Deja vu
All right. Right. Let me tell you exactly what just happened there, guys. Let me try and walk you through what was going on in my head with doing all that. Let me first talk about Justice. Justice is, without any doubt, my most replayed song this year. And granted, it came out 3 months ago, and it's still my most replayed song this year. Because for anybody that doesn't know, I listen to all the stuff I check out on my channel. Basically, in my own personal life, it's all I listen to. It's just replaying the songs I check out on my channel. And obviously, when it comes to Dreamcatcher, that's going to be a factor. This is my most replayed song of the year, Justice. I've listened to it. It's one of those songs where it's not only non-skip, I seek it out. I'm pretty sure I go to the gym about 4 to 5 days a week. And I got a YouTube playlist up and stuff when I go to the gym, like a YouTube mix. I make sure to put Justice on at least once. It is one of the best epic songs of any genre from any country I have checked out on this channel. The chorus, which I want to put a quick aside. I said this during the album party, but it's kind of become even more of a thing since. A lot of people talk about the vocal chopping in the chorus, not liking it, on the belts, on the vocal belts. I gotta be completely honest, and guys, this is not just bias. There's times where I hear it, there's times I don't. Most times I don't hear that, and when I do hear it, it's like, no effect to me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. If it does, you know, that's of course your guys' thoughts and everything like that, and your taste. Doesn't bother me at all, and it's actually what caused me, like those belts are what caused me to tear up when I first listened to this song, and many times since. Because for me, being a huge Dreamcatcher fan, I think some people may have thought that those belts, maybe people who are not familiar with Dreamcatcher too much, they may have thought that those belts in the chorus were to hide any potential weaknesses vocally that the ladies have. And as someone who's a gigantic fan of Dreamcatcher and knows that what all 7 of these ladies can do vocally, that's why I teared up. Because it wasn't a case of like, this is a stylistic choice. And if you know it's a stylistic choice, guys, and it's still not your thing, the vocal chopping, fair enough. But I'm being honest when I say, most times I don't hear it. I just hear the incredible belt. When I first heard it, I just hear the incredible belt. And I have to really try and listen to it, to hear it, believe it or not. And that's amazing with as much music as I listen to. But even when I hear it, doesn't bother me at all, because I see it as a stylistic choice, and it's a stylistic choice I have no issue with. Of course, I do think, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys this, you probably already checked it out. I think one of the best ways to experience this song, and is when it comes to a performance, definitely, is the It's Live. Because the It's Live, not only does it not have the vocal chopping that you're talking about in post-production, it's just that clear belts. Like, that's a big reason for it. But also, when Dreamcatcher performed this, I believe, and of course I'm going to go into the dance video in a second. When Dreamcatcher performed this, they of course do the choreography, and the choreography from what I've seen in the MV is great, right, as usual with Dreamcatcher choreography. But the performances that I've seen, because I've seen a few performances of this, because I saw the amazing, like, what was it, when there was stairs in the back and like their vocals, it was like raw vocals. That performance is incredible, and how they're singing when they're doing this choreography and belting like that is insane. But with the It's Live, the chorus has the full belt go on the whole time. And obviously, they're human, so when they do the choreography, they have to shorten those belts a little bit. So, yeah, the It's Live, that's the reason I think it is the best thing to check out, because they're just standing there singing, not doing the choreography, so they're able to do those belts to the absolute maximum, not just maybe in how great the technique and everything is, but in the length. And the longer the belt, for me, the more goosebumps it's going to give me, right? So yeah, any like issues people have talked about with this song, I just don't have them. And it's not just the case for Dreamcatcher, guys. There's certain things that people have said of aspects of other Dreamcatcher songs where I go, yeah, you know what? But yeah, maybe they could have done something else there to maybe improve it. This Dreamcatcher, of course, still have one of my favorite discographies in music, let alone K-pop. But with just this, any issues I've seen people have with this song, I don't understand, because I think this song's a masterpiece. I thought it when I first heard it, and it's one of my most replayed songs for a reason. It's also one of the most epic songs I've heard in K-pop, and I love epic sounds, and I love epic music and everything like that. I check out a lot of epic covers, like music covers for K-pop. Highly recommend that, by the way, checking out, not AI, but checking out epic music covers. This song, to me, is like someone made an epic music cover of a Dreamcatcher song, except it's not a cover. It's just the song. Because the build-up, when Jiu starts singing at the beginning, that atmospheric, cinematic build-up, you probably see it when I first checked out this song in my reaction. It was one of those moments like, oh God, this sound, please continue. And that's another thing, this song is incredibly cinematic as well. So the verses, the pre-chorus, the chorus, and like I said, in my opinion, that's the most goosebump, epic goosebump-inducing end section of a K-pop song I've heard. And as great as the instrumental is, it's mostly down to the vocals, because Gayan, again, this is what I love about this song, guys. It's not just she on this belting. It's not just Sua that's belting. A lot of them are belting. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the pride I felt when I saw Jiu belt, which of course I think is like, because she belted in Reason as well, which made me incredibly proud. It just shows how vocally talented all 7 of them are. I always say, guys, Dreamcatcher, 7 members, 7 singers. Do you know what I mean? But speaking of Xion, let me give my props to everybody on this song first off. So let me go in age order. Jiu, like how she starts the song, incredible. Her belt, So proud, like brings a smile to my face every time. Sua, the ace of aces. Sorry, she is to me. She is the ace of aces to me. This song is another great example of that. When she belts on her chorus, I'll skip Xion for a moment. Handong, just sounded gorgeous on the verses and all her sections and everything like that. Yuyeon, Yuyeon, man. Yuyeon's just insane. Her range, she's just incredible, Yuyeon. Like, honestly. Like, I think, maybe not by Insomnia, but as far as, like, the K-pop vocalists that I've seen, I think Yuyeon's a bit overlooked, to be honest. I think Yuyeon's insane. An insanely talented singer and vocalist. Dami, right. Okay. No, I'll wait there. I'll skip Dami for a moment and I'll explain why in a moment. Gayan. She's so talented, man. She's so talented. Like, Break the Wall, of course, guys, as you can see, is one of my favourite Dreamcatcher songs. And my favourite performance of it is when, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but it's when they're all standing on mic stands. People on my Discord, in the Insomnias in the Dreamcatcher channel, my Discord, are probably sick of hearing this. But for me, that's my favourite version of Break the Wall, even over probably the studio mix and the self-MV and everything. That's my favourite way to experience that song. Because it is just them singing at the mics. And the pride I feel when Gayeon goes off at the end of that song, because it was like, I know you can do that, you know? So to have that moment again, and for her to start that final section off with Xion, which is genius, by the way, it again fills me with so much pride. And at the same time, it doesn't surprise me at all. Going back to Xion, sorry with how many times I've said this, Xion is my favourite female singer / vocalist of all time. All time. I can't put it, I can't really put into words, like, all the reasons why, because we'd be here for a while. But she is, just know that. She is. And this last section, big props to Gayeon. Big props to the awesome crescendo instrumental. The instrumental on this song in general, guys, is bloody spectacular. But my God, for me, the reason why this is the most epic ending to a K-pop song, in my opinion, is because of the Wolf, and it's because of Lee Xion. Like, I thought, when it comes to Xion bumps, I thought I'd heard it all, and then this came out. She's just... They're all incredible. Now, Dami. So to talk about Dami, I'm going to have to start talking about the other journey I took here, which was, of course, playing Deja Vu. Now, people obviously probably figured out why I did that to make sure. They probably figured out that I wanted to know myself. I wanted to be sure. Can Justice go above Deja Vu for me to become my favourite Dreamcatcher song to date? And I'm going to be brutally honest. Within the first 2 seconds, I knew. No. And you guys probably saw that on my face. No. And I, of course, played the rest of the song, because if you think that I'm cutting Deja Vu short, no. I start Deja Vu, it's going to get played all the way through. Deja Vu, guys, is... it's kind of like more than a song to me at this point. It's kind of become mythical to myself. To go on a quick aside, but to relate it at the same time. My favourite film, people are probably going to debate this alone. My favourite film is the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. Now, yes, I know that's 3 films. Yes, 3 films. But for me, it's 1 film. And I know it's a loophole, but for me, they are. And those films for me, they're not only my favourite film. I almost never think of them of my favourite film because they're more than that. Because they mean a lot to me. Dreamcatcher, of course, is the reason why I'm talking to you now. It's the reason for that. And big love to Scream, as you can see in the number 9 position there. Scream, it like kind of in some ways changed my life. And I thought I had an open taste in music, but Scream actually I have a lot to thank for because it made me even more have an open taste because I started to go down the K-pop route and everything, with Dreamcatcher obviously being the first. And Scream, I'm always gonna give Scream lots of love for that, besides being an absolute banger in itself. However, when I hear Deja Vu for the first time, which I don't know how many years ago that would be at this point, it was a moment of going like, this is different, this is special, and this is so many things I love at once, but this is, like I said, almost more than a song to me. I don't think Deja Vu is ever going to be topped, guys. And when I say Deja Vu is never going to be topped, I'm not just talking about this Dreamcatcher ranking, which of course will continue with any release that Dreamcatcher have. I don't think it's ever going to be topped as far as K-pop, to be frank. I don't think it can. It means too much to me. While also being, in my opinion, an absolute masterpiece. It's yeah. I think Scream got me into K-pop. Obviously, it was my gateway into K-pop and get into Dreamcatcher in particular. Deja Vu, I can't really put into words. It's just, yeah. And let me put it this way. If there's an amazing song that comes out from Dreamcatcher and it could maybe rival Justice, the realization that I've had today and the reminder that I've had today, I don't think I'll ever need to play Deja Vu again to double check. And like I said, and this is no shade to Justice at all, it's just more to the love of Deja Vu that I have. It took me 2 seconds to figure out as soon as it started. Now, Dammy, if I like, obviously, like I said, Deja Vu is more than a song to me, so that by itself is very hard to go against as far as other songs. If you want me to get a bit detailed with it, I don't think anything's wrong with Justice. I think Justice, like I said, is a masterpiece. But if it was closer, let's say Deja Vu and Justice for me, and if it was actually a battle, that after I listened to Deja Vu again, I was still like, oh, well, I don't know where to put it. What would separate it for me is Dammy. Because Dammy's section in Deja Vu is my favourite Dammy section in any Dreamcatcher song, even above Hold Up, believe it or not, and even above the unbelievable rap in Propose, and the rap in Black or White, and the rap in, you know what I'm saying. Justice is not one of my favourite one of my favourite Dammy sections. I like it. I think it's great. I think it perfectly suits the mood of the song, and I think it's a great pace changer after the unbelievable chorus. It's just not one of my favourite Dammy sections. Like, not even a nitpick, to be honest, because I think it works for the song, but it's just in comparison to other songs. So if I needed to, that would have been the difference maker. That's why I want to bring it up. So it's not even a nitpick, guys, Dammy section. Like I said, I think Dammy section's very good in Justice. It's just not one of my favourite sections from her. Deja Vu is my favourite section from her, because her voice sounds glorious. Another section to give a shout out for Dammy, Bon Voyage. And her rap is great in Bon Voyage, but I'm talking about in the first verse, when I believe she sings after Gayan. And I know it's a very short moment, still love it, and the way her voice sounds and everything. Dance video time. How long was I talking then? A while. I'm not surprised at how much I love this group and how passionate I am about Deja Vu and now this. But yeah, guys, there you go. There's confirmation. I've never seen this. So yeah. Oh Man, wow, yeah. I love doing this channel. The atmospheric synth. Oh, okay, so this is the simping section, guys. Just to give you a heads up, apparently. One of my favourite hairs for Dabby, by the way. Hairstyles, hair colours. Hello. Expression Queen. Ace. It's one of the best choruses in K-pop. I don't even care. Love her hair, man, like that. I love the darkness coming in here. Like, I do really enjoy this part, guys. It's just in comparison. Top. He did the vocal layer. Oh, wow. Such badasses. Dead. Dead. That bit is so beautiful. This bit is so beautiful. Yuyeon is beautiful. Beautiful. And the rise in the choreography is so powerful. Yeah, it's number 2. It's not anything less than number 2 for me, guys. Do you know what? Screw it. I know I've checked this out before, guys, but this is an event. This song is an event for me. It's an event. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to put the banners up and stuff for this section. But if you want to see me check this out for the first time, do not worry. The initial reaction and stuff is there. But there's something about this performance. And they all look insane because Dreamcatcher, by the way. Don't know if you knew.
네, 인사할까요? 둘, 셋. 네, 콩콩 안녕하세요. 드림캐쳐입니다. 네, 저희 드림캐쳐가 10집 미니 앨범으로 돌아왔습니다. 10집! 와, 벌써 10집이나 됐어요. 그쵸?
That'd be so cute.
네, 정말 너무너무 신기하고 놀라운데요. 저희 이번 드림캐쳐의 버추어스는요. 저희 드림캐쳐가 히어로로 돌아왔습니다. 와우.
In comparison to the villain.
그래서 정의로운 저스티스를
You know what I'm talking
볼까요? 여러분들 기대 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 네. 그러면 시작하기 전에 구호를 한번 외쳐볼까요?
네.
좋아요.
저
스! 티! 스! 화!
T.
티!
T. Oh, this performance is... I've seen it once since checking it out for the first time when I did the reaction. Dreamcatcher, please take a live band on too, by the way. man looks young.
Survive.
You know, I love this bit with Dami.
모든 빛이 잠들지 못하게 큰 숨을 몰아쉬 The fight, the fight, the fight, the fight
Guitar build. Gaia. Wow. There you go. See what I mean? Goes on longer. See what I mean? They can't. Cheer in the back. You see Shion on two of that. Doing Shion on two of things. Maybe it's them.
Justice makes me Justice makes me Justice makes me alive. 몰아붙여가도 이상의 죄는 없어. 묶을 순 없으니.
Here we go, guys. Strap in.
Justice makes me Justice makes me Justice makes me alive.
I told you sometimes it makes me cry, right?
네, 저희 드림캐쳐가 1년 만에 또 다시 오늘 오게 되었는데요.
That bass, the synth bass. Honestly, the instrumental as well, man. It's just. Oh, the synth. How would it? I know I say this all the time.
역시나 저희 노래하면은 밴드
Yes.
사운드이지 않겠습니까,
It does to
여러분?
it.
맞습니다.
속이 너무 후련해졌어요.
How-
후련했나요? 네.
How would they? Like.
아무도 안 계시네.
I remember that now, yeah.
대신 전해주세요. 최고!
Goes from two hours, about to say. Badass is 1 second, literally the next second, beautiful dogs. Beautiful comedians. You can hear Sue's
저희
laughing.
멤버들 많이 봐주시고요. 응원해주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Dreamcatcher,
트라이브도 많이 봐주세요, 여러분.
그럼
You
지금까지
deserve the world.
드림캐쳐였습니다.
The guitar and the instrumental.
감사합니다.
Man. It's me thinking I could make it through the whole episode without tearing up or anything, but no. I pushed it one too far. Right, well, there you go, guys. Get the list back up. Yeah. Looking at that again, after a minute away from it, yeah, for me, I'm happy with that. And yeah, definitely. That song's a masterpiece in my opinion. And it's crazy, guy, because of course the comeback before this was OOTD, which in my opinion, again, it's not, like I said, it's not one of my favorite comebacks, which, yeah, look, number 80. So when, I gotta be honest, maybe there was a bit of a subconscious thing for me. I wouldn't say it was a concern or worry or anything like that, because of course I love Dreamcatcher. But of course, when it came to OOTD coming out and then the next comeback after that, it was a bit like, oh, what's it going to sound like? Because OOTD, I like it. Don't get me wrong, it's grown on me. I like it. It's not one of my favourite comebacks. Not one of my favourite title tracks. I was like, well, what's the next one going to be like? So yeah, maybe that's even more so why on that first listen, I was just completely blown away. And yeah, man. I love Dreamcatcher. They deserve the world, and they're the loveliest people, and so talented. And I'm just gonna gush, guys. Sorry. So I should probably leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. That gave me a great idea. You want to see more Dreamcatcher on the channel? Let me know what you think of Justice. You may not have it anywhere close to mine, which, you know, absolutely fine. And again, I know that there's some people who don't like it for its chorus, which blows my mind because the chorus is one of the best choruses in K-pop, in my opinion. But of course, being specific, people aren't a fan of the vocal chopping. It doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, if it does, if you are one of those people, let me know. And let me know what goes, of course, in your lists. And please subscribe, because plenty of Dreamcatcher on the channel already in the Dreamcatcher Reactions playlist. Plenty more on the way. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, one afternoon, night. Whenever you're watching this, please take care.